Hey, what's up? This is Chris from Full Aperture. Today I'm going to show you guys how to turn this picture into something you'd actually see like in a magazine or some kind of advertisement. First, get your picture and open it up on Photoshop, then make a duplicate copy. I like to do this just as a safety backup. In case I ever screw up a layer, I can just go back and start all over. Anyway, select the layer, drag it down to the new layer, or just select it, hit Ctrl J. Alright, select it now and go to Image, Adjustments, and Curves. On curves, we're going to bring the contrast up, so on the dark side, turn it down just a little bit. Now this is bright enough, so I'm not going to have to turn my light side up. So just a little bit, leave the white still on the line, and hit OK. Now, make a copy of that layer, and we're going to turn it into a black and white. We're going to give this a red filter because the red filter gives it more contrast and it just looks much better on skin tones. Now we're going to see, now that it looks all nice, we're going to go up here again and change the blending layer. Now instead of making it normal, we're going to make it soft light and turn down the contrast, turn down the opacity down to about 70 or 60, and there you go. See? This evens out the tones of the skin more and it just makes it look kind of like a more perfect skin and a little more milky. It also helps the contrast because it reduces the the hard colors that it'll bring if you start messing with the curves and levels of the picture. Alright, so now organize your layers however you want. I like to make new folders and then putting things in different places. And you can start deleting the background. So now this is going to be another part where it's going to take you a while. You're going to select everything that is white that is not this model, probably with a selection tool first, it's quicker and easier, and hit delete. Then make a new layer, make it black, or whatever color that your picture isn't in, and this way you'll be able to see much more clearly what is still needs to be removed. So now with the erase background tool, it'll actually sample which colors you're trying to erase, and then it'll erase them for you. This way, it's going to be a lot easier to get rid of stuff you don't want. However, it is going to be, it will leave these marks behind of where there used to be different colors. So like you can see, everything has kind of a gray outline to it that used to be in the edge. But now when you look back into transparent, everything looks fine. Add black to it, and well, not so much. And then if you put a stroke on it, you can really see where there's still things left. Okay. But for now, that's fine. Now I'm going to sample some of the colors that she's wearing. This will kind of bring more unity to the whole picture. And add a gradient. So now we've turned the dark background layer into the background itself by just giving it a different color. Alright, now we're going to try to get rid of the hard edges that we left behind on the model's outer layers when she meets the white background. So we're going to select the actual layer, then invert it, then feather it, and then make it a little bigger so it goes into the edges. And when you delete it after it's been feathered, it should have a much softer look instead of the kind of aliased pointy edges and everything. Now you're still going to meet up some problems with the hair, because as you can see, the hair kind of, it has a lot of white background. So we're going to go into the blending layer modes and add some inner glow and turn it into black. And it has to be normal, not overlay. So now that you do that, you can also add some outer glow. Do the same, turn it down. Don't make it so obvious. Turn it down a little bit like this, down in the opacity. That looks good. Hit OK. And alright, now we're ready to work with the background. For the background, you can use brushes. So one thing I'd like to do is make a new layer and work from there instead of just working on the exact same layer of the background's base. This will save you from getting headaches and throwing your mouse at the computer, because you're going to get pissed off if you work on something for a while and you realize it's a complete piece of crap. So you can get, if you don't have brushes, you can go to websites like DeviantArt. You can go probably just Googling Photoshop brushes. They're free, and it helps you just kind of have a library of nice ones that you like to use all the time. And okay. Now, for example, this photo I got it from DeviantArt. It have resources there from stock photography that you're allowed to use there for free. And most people don't have it. It'll tell you what the limitations for the photo are, so don't just go in there and grab some and use it for whatever you need. Let the artist know what you're going to use it for. Alright, now we're going to add a new simulated lighting to the front. We're going to actually add this, turn down the opacity, and I think I'd like to add some of the boots as well. So, just going to go in there, change it up a little bit. This will kind of help set up the dramatic lighting. Okay, now we'll crop it as long as you use the space that we really don't need in there. We'll get rid of that. Turn the saturation down a little more. And we are done. And that's it. That's how you make a picture into something you'd see in a magazine advertisement in 6 minutes. So I hope the video was useful, and I hope you guys learned what you can try to find. Again, my name is Chris from Aperture, and happy Photoshop.